What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out the brand new OCG July 1st, 2008 ban list. I have not looked at this ban list, but I am very excited. My body is ready. This is telling me, because of all this new information that has been posted, whether it be the first kind of look at Soul Fusion or the new set that just got revealed, hidden summoners, and all this other information with ban lists, it tells me that there has been a new V jump that just came out in the OCG. There's no way that Konami is going to drop all of this information, a ban list, a new set, Soul Fusion, all of this stuff, unless there is a new V jump. Maybe they release a third of this information or half of it, but all of it coming out at once, that tells me that they just got a V jump in Japan. And obviously it's the most exciting time of the month for a YouTuber, because there's just so much new information and so much stuff to actually talk about and break down. Now, as I've said before, and I'll continue to say, even if you don't play in the OCG, I do feel like it's important to keep up with their ban list, even if you don't actually follow their meta, just because there are certain things that the OCG ban list can tell us about the TCG, because often we do get copy pasted things from the OCG ban list. You know, Firewall Dragon to 1, and the Tyrant Neptune getting banned, the Dragon Rulers getting banned happened immediately after the OCG posted it on their ban list. So there are certain things that, you know, are completely different in the TCG OCG. Look at things like terraforming and Trickstar Reincarnation, complete opposite sides of the spectrum, but then there are also things that we just take directly from them, and I think that there are often things we can take from them. So, as you guys see right here, it looks like YG Organization is alluding to Cannon Soldier being banned, which I think is kind of crazy. I wanted to make a video on it, but I was like, I'm just gonna get so many fucking dislikes, and then I feel bad because I would have ended up being right. I'll talk about that if Cannon Soldier is actually banned, which probably, man, it probably is banned. So forbidden, oh baby. Toon Cannon Soldier, and Magical Explosion. Okay, this is Konami obviously going after. Alright, this is Konami obviously going after the FTK problem. I've spoken about this in the past. I said that, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Does have quite an unsolvable FTK problem, but there's a guy who comes to my live stream. His name is Master Dinnerflax. He's also a Yugi-tuber, a very small Yugi-tuber, and what he said was Cannon Soldier and Toon Cannon Soldier, and basically any kind of card that tributes to do effect damage, he said that these cards should be banned instead of Firewall Dragon. And at first I was like, wait, what, Flax? What the heck are you talking about? And he was like, think about it, Cap. What are the cards that people actually want to play? Do people actually want to play Firewall Dragon, or do they want to play these shitty cards from, you know, 2002? Because if you guys don't know, the original Cannon Soldier, you know, which obviously is being shown here, this card came out in Metal Raiders. I mean, Metal Raiders came out even before I was playing the game. Like, you know how old that is? It's the second Yu-Gi-Oh set. I started playing in the third set, so you're talking about a card that predates almost all Yu-Gi-Oh's current players. Do people want to play these old ass cards that are gimmicky as hell, that can literally only be used for these FTKs practically now? Or do they want to play these new Link monsters? Like, I think that most people want to play them, and yes, it does mean that some cards that are really old and maybe aren't broken on their own are going to get banned, but I kind of feel like that's the sacrifice that a lot of people are willing to make, and I don't believe that this is going to be the end of these monsters. Like, don't be surprised, because we've seen it with the Infernity FTK. Don't be surprised if Amazon is Archer ends up getting banned as well. But when I heard him make that argument, he kind of convinced me that, yeah, Cannon Soldier and Toon Cannon Soldier would eventually get banned, especially Toon Cannon Soldier, because it is searchable, which you know, Toon Table of Contents just got a little bit of a nerf, but there's always still Toon Cyber Dragon for those Mega Fleet plays. And honestly, if I had never heard that argument, I'd be completely shocked right now, but I'm not actually all that shocked, because it kind of makes sense. Like, why would you ban the flagship monster of the entire Vrains era when you can just ban, you know, 15-year-old cards that no one actually plays outside of these FTKs? So, I mean, we saw it with Mash Driver way back when, during the 5Ds era for Frog FTK, and Cannon Soldier is basically kind of like a new version of that. It's just been just seen in so many degenerate FTKs, and I kind of agree with this. Everybody says Firewall Dragon's the problem, but would I rather play Firewall Dragon in 2018 or fucking Cannon Soldier? Like, I don't want to play Cannon Soldier. I want to play Firewall in my Firewall Pass dot deck or something like that. Magical Explosion, I believe, isn't that banned already in the TCG? I feel like we've banned Magical Explosion forever ago. I don't know why the OCG took so long to catch up, but yeah, so far, I'm actually hoping that these two cards they happen to the TCG, because I'm kind of sick of FTKs, and I feel like even though it is an unsolvable problem, it doesn't mean that Konami can't continue to address it. It's kind of like crime. You can't completely stop crime, but it doesn't mean you stop fighting it. You know what I mean? All right, limited. Oh my god, so many limits. Okay, all right, not that many limits. Whoa, they went after Pendulum Magician super hard. Astrograph Sorcerer is limited. Harmonizing Magician, I always thought that card was broken. Seriously, I always thought that Harmonizing was broken. Heavy Metaphors, Electromite, Sky Striker, Mecha Hornet Drones. Okay, that's all they did in set rotation. Oh, OCG copied the TCG for once. We were on this set rotation train all the way back when Spirals first got released. Spiral Tier 0. Nice. We actually set the tone for the OCG for once. Okay. Astrograph Sorcerer. I kind of feel like that card should probably be banned at 1. You can still do a lot of nutty things, but it looks like they are hitting Pendulum Magicians pretty damn hard, because Electromite got hit and Harmonizing Magician got hit as well. I think Harmonizing should actually be at 1. The fact is, when you Pendulum Summon it, you get like another monster instantly. It's basically either a 1-card Electromite, or a lot of times it's like a 1-card Omega. You could even make it, what, a 1-card 41 or Tornado. It's a 1-card extra deck card, and those extra deck cards are freaking powerful, man. Now in the OCG, they do also have Supreme King Darkworm limited as well, so maybe Pendulum Magicians are a rip, because with only 1 Electromite, like, dude, if you get Ogre, you can't do nothing. I know in the TCG, if your Electromite gets Ogre, there's still a lot of plays that you can do, including potentially summoning another one, but if you get Ogre now, it's just like, what are you doing for the rest of the duel? I don't really know. I'm actually okay with Electromite getting limited. If it got limited in the TCG still, I'd be perfectly fine with it. I think that we can acknowledge Electromite is probably one of the 2 or 3 strongest TCG, link monsters in existence. Probably Firewall would still be number 1, but Electromite is not that far behind. Now, Sky Striker Hornet Drones, I think that this is basically telling people, stop putting Sky Strikers in every goddamn deck that you mother lovers build. This is the card that, if I'm not mistaken, gives you the token, and it kind of just opens Sky Strikers up to being played in everything. I think that this means that people will have to play other cards. I thought that Startup Engage or Mobilize Engage would have been the card, because I feel like Mobilize Engage just on its face isn't actually a balanced card. The fact that it's not a hard once per turn and it has a potential draw, like, Konami just, they don't design cards like that anymore. Like, either one of those effects, the fact that it's not a hard once per turn for its Rhoda, and the fact that it has a draw built into it, like, I don't know. I still look at Engage and I'm just like, whoa, y'all don't even make them like this anymore. I have no idea how this passed by the R&D. So I get that, but I understand them not wanting to kill Sky Strikers, because right now it kind of is like it's their freaking golden goose. It's their meal ticket, you know what I mean? Like, Sky Strikers are making the money in the OCG, and so far the archetypes we've seen in Soul Fusion are not blowing anybody away. So maybe they're thinking that they still need them. Set rotation is from the TCG. I think it's a pretty good limit. It keeps basically Dragon's Ravine and stuff like that from being played in every single being splashed in all these different Yu-Gi-Oh decks, and it kind of curbs the field spell problem that Yu-Gi-Oh has had for basically like the last couple of years, even though they already have terraforming at 1 in the OCG. It's just, when you have so many powerful field spells, Union Hanger, Trickstar Reincarnation, it's just people are going to play this card to get to their field spells. All right, so semi-limited, El Shaddai Construct, wait, what was she? Wasn't Construct banned? Holy shit. They took Construct and put it at 2 from banned? Alright, that's pretty damn wow. That is That's actually pretty crazy. You rarely ever, I don't, when was the last time we saw that where a card was banned and went straight to 2? Konami hardly ever does that. Usually they put a card at 1. El Shaddai Construct is at 2 in the OCG. Please let that happen in the TCG. I feel like Construct is going to be a card just like Necroz that they completely forget about in the TCG. I would love to see Construct. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Shadows have been power creeped. Like, they're not going to do, you could have 15 Constructs and it wouldn't really be that good. Doesn't matter how many Fairy Tail Snows you have. Like, Shadows have just been power creeped, especially with no grass in the TCG. Like, it's just not going to work. Winda doesn't need to be on the ban list. I think that Winda will go to 3 soon. Spiral Gear Drone, I think that's fine. Speedroid Terratop, that's pretty interesting. Terratop at 2, well, I mean, you know, there are the Invoker plays. I think that definitely can shake up the meta because a lot of these Invoker plays get you really good monsters out of your deck, like the Thousand Blades, and then a lot of those monsters end up going into like Saryuja Skull Dread and the Brilliant Fusion plays. That one could definitely affect the meta. We have Destiny Herald Disc Commander. This commander was so broken during the GX days, but card's trash now that they errated it. It's going to be at 3 soon. Emergency Teleport, they're not like, I mean, Psychics aren't really doing anything. Cosmo not really doing anything, and Mecha Phantom, not Mecha Phantom Beast, Super Quantals aren't really doing anything either. I could honestly see like Teleport going to like 3 soon, unless those decks actually start doing stuff. And then off the list, Windwitch Ice Veil. Why was that limited? Charit, Strategist of the Necrons. Oh my God, Charit is at 3 in the OCG and it's banned in the TCG. Why is the TCG so bad? Konami, please give us Charit. Especially, it makes sense because they're pushing all of this damn ritual support on us. Cybernetic Horizon is like a ritual set, and then we have this new, you know, Link monster and Nithis that needs ritual monsters. Like, all right, it makes sense. Mathematician, Card of Demise, and True Draco Heritage. I still want to see Card of Demise banned. I honestly want to see that card go the other way. I get it. Nobody's playing True Dracos in the OCG. I think True Dracos and Chainburn are the main decks that really play Card of Demise successfully, so maybe they're saying, hey, nobody's playing these decks, so this broken card can be at 3. I still think on its face value, that Card of Demise is like just a ridiculously broken card. I mean, I've wavered back and forth, but I've seen too much of the damn True Dracos to not acknowledge this card as powerful as hell. So this is a card that, yeah, I mean, it's at 3 in both the TCG and the OCG. Doesn't seem like it's on Konami's radar, and I guess it's just going to be at 3 for a while. But what do you guys think of this ban list? I think it's kind of crazy. I think Konami is saying, look, we're going to try to get FTKs out of the game. We're stomping Pendulum Magicians into the ground, I guess. And they're not going to kill Sky Strikers, man. I don't really, if they ignored Startup Engage now, that tells me that probably there would have to be another 3 months of dominance for them to hit any other cards. And I think it would be Engaged at that point. I love their semi-limits, though. Bringing so many cards back, like Construct, Spiral Gear Drone. I don't think that 2 drones would, like, break Spiral. You need Quick Fix or Spiral Resort to do that. But whatever you guys think of this awesome and interesting list, leave it in the comment section below. And also, what do you guys think will translate? Let me actually see how long this damn video is. 13? Okay, that's not that bad. What do you guys think will translate from the OCG to the TCG? If I just had to pick a couple of cards that I think will translate pretty quickly, I think that Toon Cannon Soldier and Cannon Soldier, I think that's going to happen. As I've said before, Konami is going to ask themselves, do players want to play Firewall Dragon or do they want to play Toon Cannon Soldier? And I think the answer is going to overwhelmingly be no one wants to play Toon Cannon Soldier, no one wants to play Cannon Soldier unless they're playing degenerate FTK decks. I know it's stupid to think about. You're like, Cap, how the fuck could they ban Cannon Soldier? But again, you got to think about it. Like, are people actually playing Cannon Soldier, or do a lot of people play Firewall Dragon? Like, a lot of people play it. So yeah, whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos.